Born or made? Where do operations managers come from? Not where they work, but where they start. What routes do they take to land the job? All companies want great ops managers, but struggle to find them. So this video is both if you're looking for a path into operations management, but also thinking from the point of view of the company recruiting and the pros and cons of candidates they select from different paths. We'll look at the 5 most common ways people get into operations management, what strengths each brings, and the challenges that come with them. And stick around. At the end, I'll share details of my new accelerator program that could be exactly what you need to take the next step. Link below. First up, the top performer promoted to manager. So you're the best engineer, the best technician, developer, or operator in the company, and they want you to lead. Well, you've got some strengths. You know the business. You know how things really work. But there's some challenges. Chances are no one trained you in how to manage. You might get some pointers. You might be left to figure it out as you go. A wise company would want to fill that knowledge gap with some training. A keen candidate would want to be proactive themselves to become the perfect candidate. Next, the graduate trainee route. Fresh out of university into a big company's management program. Well, their strengths, hopefully a degree in something useful. Then, on the grad program, you'll get structured training, exposure to different teams, a great foundation. The challenge is, you've got to prove you're serious about ops and not just ticking a career box. Show that you've done more than just completed your degree. How can you demonstrate that you are serious about operations as a career? Third up, we have the project manager making the switch into operations. You're used to planning, coordinating people, managing timelines, solid stuff. Challenges? Well, ops is sometimes faster, more systems. Delivery happens every day, not just reviews every month. It's also often more hands-on than projects. It's constant. It doesn't end when the Gantt chart says it should. Can you show your experience translates and that you understand the differences and how you can adapt? Fourth path, people with deep industry experience. Coming in from places like manufacturing, logistics or supply chain and moving in to operations management. You bring real-world frontline know-how. You've been in it. You've been doing it. Some challenges though. Now you want to manage it. That's different. You've got to layer on the business, operations, and management skills, and fast. Finally, existing managers moving across from other parts of the business, maybe from finance, HR, general management, taking on a new role that means working with or overseeing parts of operations too, maybe for the first time. You know how to lead, proven management experience. You understand the other key aspects of business management which link with ops. But you'll need to win over the operations team. Show that you know what this area is about. Learn the processes, the lingo, the tools, what ops really does and how to make them run. So, which route are you on? More importantly, how are you making the most of your strengths and closing the gaps with your challenges? If you can show your current or future employer that you've taken real steps to grow into the full role, you become the whole package. And if you've never taken my operations management course before, we're planning to launch a brand new version. A structured 4-week accelerator will follow my best-selling syllabus, studying 2 to 3 modules a week, a weekly live webinar from me. Everyone starts at the same time, bringing focus, intensity, support, and results. If you're interested, register below with the link, I'd love to have you on board. Crack on!